tuning in. I'm Vonya Alleyne, and you're watching Cox Connections only on Cox 9. The mission of the Southwest Virginia Wildlife Center is to rehabilitate injured and orphaned native Virginia wildlife and to release viable animals back into their proper habitat. Joining me is the Southwest Virginia Wildlife Center Director, Sabrina Garvin, and the staff veterinarian, Dr. Diane D'Orazio. Ladies, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. So let's jump right in. I'm looking at a beautiful owl. Let's start with talking about the owl, and then we can talk about your organization.
Well, this is Zombie. He's an eastern screech owl. He's native to Virginia, and Zombie injured his wing, and he's not releasable. Zombie, therefore, is an ambassador for wildlife, and we do programs with him. His story is he was actually found in Appomattox beside the road, so we assume we assume that he was hit by a car. They anesthetized him, and he actually was found to have 2 breaks that were fixable. So at that time, during anesthesia, he died. They gave him epinephrine. He came back around. He went to surgery to have the repair, and they put pins in. During surgery, he died again. They gave him epinephrine. He came back. After surgery, he died. They finally said, that is enough. We're not going to give him any more medicine. And they said, that's it. The cardiac equipment, nothing showed any activity, and up he came. So he was given the name Zombie. He was fixed, of course, but after surgery, he pulled his pins out, breaking his wing again. So he has 4 breaks. His wing is slightly contracted, so he's not viable. He can't go out and hunt food, and so he wouldn't be able to be released.
So Zombie has a wonderful story that you just shared with us, and I think also gives some insight into the services that you provide. But why don't we talk in more detail about the services that you provide and other aspects of the organization?
We're here to take injured and orphaned wildlife. We do not want to kidnap babies that need to be left with their parents, so we ask folks to call us first, and we help them decide, does this animal need to be brought in? If it's attacked by a dog or a cat, we want it brought in. But we ask them to call, and we will walk them through what to do. But we're here to help them be released back into the wild and live a fulfilling wildlife.
Great. And Dr. D'Orazio, tell us about a day in the life of what you do at the organization.
Well, I'm actually a volunteer, and I'm on call for Sabrina and the center 24/7, pretty much. She's very, very good at what she does. And as far as basic rehab, stabilization, she's very good at that. And so she'll call me, and I come by every day, especially when we're busy, sometimes several times a day, to help her with stabilization, also evaluating whether or not it's an animal that can be, released, has potential to be released, whether it's something that's out of our realm of expertise and needs to go to the Wildlife Center of Virginia for further care and evaluation. So I help her with those decisions. And also I like to help her. I really enjoy doing the education programs. We go out to schools, civic organizations, and talk to people about conservation and also about these animals and how important they are to our ecology overall.
So last year, I believe you told me that you helped or rehabbed over 1,000 animals, is that right?
1,250.
1,250, and you're a volunteer. Do you have other volunteers that support you?
Our busy season is April through August, is when the baby season is in full force. We typically get wildlife students from college, biology students, and we do get veterinary students that come in.
And you're a not-for-profit, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So what's the biggest need that you have as a not-for-profit?
Funding.
Funding, okay. And so let's talk about that. How do you receive your funds?
Through the public, donations.
Okay.
On grants.
Okay. And as it relates to volunteer opportunities, if someone in the community wanted to volunteer, how does that process work?
They can contact us. They have to be 18 years old. The state of Virginia now requires them to have a Category 4, a very simple process. We walk them through that to work with wildlife. And it depends what we allow them to work with also. But we need from feeding, cleaning, preparing diets, We need folks to help build cages. As we expand, we need more and more cages. We need donated building supplies.
Okay. And you referenced the word expand, and with rehabbing over 1,000 animals annually, is it safe to assume that you may be relocating for even bigger space?
Yes, we now have a new location. We expect to be in probably mid-April, and it's in Southwest County, and it is a much larger center than what we've worked out of.
Okay. Well, as we wrap up, and thank you very much for being here, what's the one last thing you want our viewers to know about Southwest Virginia Wildlife Center? What's that last nugget you want them to know?
We are here, we care about wildlife, and we are here to help sustain and keep Roanoke beautiful, and it's part of the beauty is the wildlife.
Well, thank you both for being here today, and Zombie, thank you as well. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For more information on Southwest Virginia Wildlife Center, its mission and educational programs, visit swvawildlifecenter.org. Be sure to like them on Facebook as well. Before you go, I want to personally thank you for choosing Cox Communications for your entertainment, information, and communication needs. We know you could have chosen another provider, but because you chose us, we promise to provide you with quality products backed up by a talented local team of professionals. I'm Vonya Alleyne, and we'll see you next time on Cox Connections.